Thank you, Tom. Happy New Year from the KENS 5 Digital Center. Bill Taylor here on this first Monday of 2024. Hope you and yours have a blessed 24. I really mean it. Have a wonderful year. I think I saw the coolest tip, and I'm going to suggest this to my family because we're going to sit down this week and do resolutions individually and as a family. Quick tip before we get to the changing weather. You take a note. You write down, at the end of every week, you write down a good thing that happened that week, and you put it in a jar. And then on New Year's Eve next year, or this year, you take out and you look at the great year you had. Isn't that a great idea? You have all these, highlights. All right, Mountain Cedar. This is the biggest story today. Then tomorrow, the big story of the change is rolling in. Look at this, 23,800. So that is a new season high. We have not been, or a season heavy. We have not been that heavy, which is very heavy, all season long. We've certainly been there just about every season. 20, 30,000. I've seen 40,000, 50,000. The record is 85,000. That did happen. I don't recall reporting it, so I think it was before my time at KENS 5, which is 1996. I think it was before that. But it was definitely the record. What's up, Castor? How are you? So yeah, that's the big story today. All right, the highs. Today was a seasonal day. We started in the low 40s, mid 40s, saw decent sunshine, climbed to 62, some upper 50s for Bernie, Rock Springs, 56 Fredericksburg was the coolest, 67 looks like the warmest spot. That was Hondo and Del Rio. But what a change. Let's start with temperatures before we move anywhere. Colder air pushing in tonight sends lows down to about 42 in the city. Now, because we're going to have cloud cover rolling in, the temperatures won't fluctuate a whole lot. So when you go to the coldest, which will be the hill country, Kerrville's only down to 39, Fredericksburg 37, as compared to our 42. Typically, if we're hitting 42, they'd be hitting 32, 33 in some of those spots. 8 to 10 degrees is the norm. But this won't be a normal night because of the cloud cover. Cloud cover is going to pull in, and we are, essentially pulling up that blanket, and that means temperatures will be about the same, a range of only about, I think, 5 to 6 degrees across the area. Now, the other part of this story, there's your morning low. Watch what happens as we get into the noon hour. 47, not much of a change, right? 5 degrees. Then we get into 3, 4 p.m., 49. There's our afternoon high. I'm going with 49 tomorrow. We're going to be cold on Tuesday. So our first day back, you're going to be like, I'm going back to bed. Forget, I think some schools open tomorrow? Does anybody know? I know Northside's closed.
They're back Wednesday.
Everybody's back Wednesday? Like even Northeast and all districts? So yeah, I know Northside's going back until Wednesday, but they're going to love that because Wednesday rebounds quickly. But tomorrow is going to be a cold, damp day. Here's why. We've got an upper level feature coming in, digging in right there. Now you can see that kind of that green dip in the jet. That's going to be up farther north. That's why we're not going to see a strong line of anything dangerous as far as thunderstorms go, but we'll definitely get some good rain because we've got a good trough of low pressure. We've got good instability right on top of us. Hey, Terry. That's awesome. Congratulations. I know that feels good. Not until the 9th for Poteet. Nice, Joy. Back January 3rd. Yes, staff goes back tomorrow. Alicia, thank you. So, yeah, it's going to be a day you're going to want to stay home. So notice, again, we get this system out quickly. I mean, even though it says we've got some upper level winds on top of us Wednesday, midday, I think the rain, as you'll see in a moment, that's going to end by this time or maybe midnight at the latest tomorrow night. Then a zonal flow with a ridge of high pressure. Thursday, Friday, we start seeing some changes. Look at that. This is another upper level feature. Also pretty far north, but probably going to give us another good chance of getting some rain in here. Look at that dip. Look at that on Friday night. So Friday into Friday night now, according to what I'm seeing on this model data, before this kicks out, and we have what should be a pretty nice looking weekend. See, because we get, look at that zonal flow. Whenever you see just straight left to right like that, not bad at all. Everything stabilizes. Tomorrow, staying in the 40s all day. Amanda, Happy New Year. Hook 'em horns. Yes, what a game. Hi, Nancy. I couldn't believe that first game. What was Alabama thinking on that final call? That's your play? In overtime to tie the game for the national title? Well, not for the national, but you know what I mean? To go to the national title game and that's your play? A quarterback draw? Wow. All right, so here's a few showers as early as about 6:30. Notice that most of it is west of the city. Model wants to put it down over Highway 90 and then really start filling it in as we get closer to, say, midday. Here's early tomorrow afternoon, some healthier downpours, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms, but nothing severe expected. I'm going to double check that because that could have been updated since 6 o'clock. And then you can see as we get to the evening hours of, say, 7, 8 o'clock, it's all pushing east. We're staying cloudy. Overnight, maybe some breaks in the clouds, but we're definitely dry by midnight. All right, let's take a look real quick. At our day 1 convective. Nada. Day 2. Day 3. So we could see some stronger thunderstorms. But it's not even a level 2. It's not even a level 1 really. Looks like more widespread thunderstorms than anything. Oh, so let me show you this. On water vapor, you'll see the amount of Pacific moisture, right? And then look at this feature right on its heels is coming in from the west. Look at that. So good size upper level feature. This is why rain chances now you'll see 100% tomorrow. Wednesday, Thursday, no rain. Right back up to a 60% chance by Friday. How much rain? Pretty good amounts. Especially, look at Southeast Texas and Louisiana. Excuse me. That's upwards of 3 to 4 inches of rainfall. San Antonio, best rain totals we've seen in a while. And it'll all be within, the next 5 days. This will be upwards of hopefully 1 inch to 1.25 inches. That will be just what the doc ordered. Can't do it, Eloy. No cooking the barbacoa on the wet ground. Terry says you can. All right, so here's what we've got on the 7-day. Just to kind of give you an idea how this unpacks. Again, tomorrow, cold and damp, 42 to 49. 100% chance of rain, 40% through tomorrow night. By midnight, we should be done. Partly sunny, north breeze on Wednesday, high 60. Then a cold Thursday morning. Winds are dying down. We'll get a little bit of fog at 37. High 61, mostly sunny. Friday, back to the rain chance, 62. But then behind that system, boy, what a beautiful first weekend of 2024. 64, 66, both days are nice and sunny. So hopefully, with what the rainfall prediction is showing us, we get about 1.25 inches in the gauge between Tuesday and Friday's rain. That would be very nice. Hey, Brian Jones, Happy New Year, my brother. Thank you very much. He has, and I wish the same to you and your family. No freezing. Well, I wouldn't say in January. I definitely think there is a long-range model hinting towards about the 3rd week of January, getting a good polar vortex to unleash the Arctic cold on us. Hey, New Braunfels, what's going on, Zane? Hey, Brianna, you know, it's supposed to be a bit more wet, and El Nino is a colder, wetter winter. So that's why, you know, this is a good week of rain here. And we get into this pattern of these cold, damp weather systems. We could have a nice wet winter. We could certainly use it, that is for sure. No Arctic fronts this year, all El Nino west winds. Well, not necessarily. We're definitely going to see some Arctic fronts, Eloy. It's early. Remember, Christmas just started a week ago, really. All right, guys, that's going to wrap things up. I got to catch up some of that football game. Or is it halftime now? Is it halftime, Tom?
No, 1 minute left.
Minute left.
Still tied?
Washington is up 21-14.
Ah, thank you. Okay, let's go Horns. All right, guys. Weather for Seguin looks damp and cold tomorrow, Matthew. Be a day to stay in. Yes, Elmendorf will definitely get rain tomorrow. Everybody's getting a little bit of rain tomorrow. How much? You know, the moisture is lacking in this atmosphere. That's why, you know, if we get an inch and a quarter, that will be such a blessing because the dew points are so low. Will Elmendorf get wet tomorrow? Yes, they will. Everybody's getting some rain tomorrow. Aloha, Castor. Thank you very much. Super cold, Tony. I definitely think it's going to be below average. Yeah. You know, there was a long-range model hinting towards the third week of January, getting a pretty good Arctic outbreak. So we'll see. All right, guys. Saludos. Yeah, not as much, Anna. Not as much out west in Del Rio. Looks like most of this rain is here and up I-35. Hey, James Gardner, good to see you. Hi, John. It was very good. Thank you. Hope you all had a good one. Happy New Year. Blessings to all of you on an awesome 2024. And we'll see you on Ken's 5 News at 10.